Hey guys, my name is Angelo, and today I'm gonna show you what to eat on a well-formulated ketogenic diet. So the first thing that you want to look at are vegetables. You want fresh, organic, whenever possible, vegetables that are low in sugars and low in starches, basically low in carbohydrates. So what I really like to eat, these are the things that I have at home right now and that I eat on a regular basis. I really love celery, for example. You can snack on this whenever you're hungry. Then you can get some organic salad, whatever you like. You can always mix it with something. Cucumbers. Really love cauliflower, especially when you mix it with coconut milk and with a little bit of butter, and if you want a little bit of garlic as well, some salt. It's really awesome if you make some puree out of it. Or if you just eat it like this, with some butter or whatever. I usually always have some organic spinach at home. In this case it's frozen, but I don't mind because it's hard to find fresh organic spinach in Vienna. Some lemons. You can use this whenever you want for a drink or whatever you want, to add them to fish or something like that. And I prefer to buy organic broccoli, but when it's not possible, you can just buy some normal broccoli as well. Frozen is comfortable because it's already cut, so you don't have to do all the work. Then the next part that you want to look at when you're eating a ketogenic diet, or when you want to eat low carb and high fat, is that's actually the most important part, is you need high quality fats, because you're gonna get your energy from those. Because compared to a high carb diet and a low fat diet where you get your energy from carbs, in this case you want to get your body adapted to getting energy from fats, because you want to be able to go longer periods without food, without starving, and still have a lot of energy, for example, so that you can use your fat stores as energy and you have an easier time getting leaner, staying lean and losing fat. So yeah, some high quality fat sources are avocados. I love those. If you need a snack or if you want to add them to any meal, avocados are a great option also for if you're on the way somewhere to have something to eat. Then grass-fed butter. I love to add this. I add this to almost all my meals. Kerrygold is the one that I recommend. I compare it to a lot of organic butters, at least here in Austria, and Kerrygold always comes out on top because these cows are really 95% only grass-fed, compared to other organic butters where maybe they're 50% grass-fed or something like that, and then they eat some grains and some other stuff, which makes the fats inside the butter of lower quality. Then get some coconut oil. Whenever I'm cooking, I usually use coconut oil or butter. So yeah, it works really great for that. Or if you want to add it to some tea for some extra energy or to some other meals, coconut oil is always a great option to have. Whenever possible, try to buy some organic coconut oil. And also extra virgin coconut oil. And it should still have its taste. So if it's tasteless coconut oil, then that means it was processed in some way and it lost probably a lot of its nutritional quality, nutritional values because of that. So whenever possible, get extra virgin organic coconut oil. Then olive oil. When you buy olive oil, try to buy organic olive oil and buy olive oil that's in a dark bottle, because if it's in a clear bottle, or even worse, a plastic bottle, just don't buy olive oil in plastic bottles. If it's in a clear bottle, it's very easy for it to oxidize. So the chances are very high that when you're using it, it's already old and it's oxidized because of the sunlight, or because that can get through much more easily when it's in a clear bottle. So whenever possible, buy some olive oil in dark bottles. Then something else I always have at home is MCT oil. I really love to add this to. This is basically a more concentrated form of coconut oil or palm oil. And this is really going to help you get your ketone levels up and going to help you kind of kickstart your metabolism to burn fat. So I really recommend this to people who are just starting on a ketogenic diet or a low carb, high fat diet. I started by adding this to my coffee in the morning with a little bit of butter by making some bulletproof coffee. And that's how I kind of got into it and I started to really enjoy it. And you can also add it to salads or whatever. It's a really great source of fats for some fast energy. The next part are protein sources. So just like with fats and vegetables, you want to get the highest quality stuff possible. So it's really important what the animals that you're eating, what they ate, because obviously you're going to get the toxins that they ingested as well by eating them. That's just how it works. So what I really like is grass-fed beef. There's just one place in Vienna where I can buy this. It's pretty expensive, but for me it's worth it. I'd rather eat a little bit less of it, but have higher quality meat. This beef only ate grass in its life, just like they're supposed to, and not grains or some other stuff that they're fed nowadays to just fatten them up more easily. I mean, it's also something, I should tell you something. If animals are fed grains to fatten up really quickly and really easily, you should probably also not be eating that many grains. There's a big chance that you might also get fat by eating a lot of grains, or maybe you already have. So, and then I always have some organic eggs. Organic free-range eggs are a great source of protein. And the great thing about these things is they also have some healthy fats in them. So eggs, for example, they have almost the same amount of fats like protein, and it's a really great combination, so that it's gonna help you stay in this fat burning state when you're not eating just really, really lean meat without fats. You should always add some healthy fats anyway, but it's gonna help you keep that balance of protein, fats, and very low carbohydrates. Next up, I just bought this today. I usually don't eat that much chicken because the fat in the chicken is of lower quality, and chicken in general, it's not the highest quality protein. It can be a little bit inflammatory. So I eat it rarely, but let's say maybe once every 2 weeks, once every week, depends. This case I found some organic chicken, and so I thought, yeah, it was 50% off, let's buy it, why not? Then something that I discovered a short time ago, but that I really, really enjoy, are sardines. I mean, I discovered sardines already before, but I really discovered that I really enjoy eating sardines a short time ago, because I saw it in another video. It was from Primal Edge Health. And yeah, I figured out, so when you buy sardines, buy them in olive oil, whenever possible in extra virgin olive oil, if you can, and also make sure that they're sustainably caught. When it comes to fish, you always want to go wild fish and not farmed fish, because farmed fish is fed a lot of crap that you're going to ingest as well. So whenever possible, buy wild fish, and the smaller the fish, usually the better. Some of the best sources are sardines and wild salmon, for example, which I have here, which I usually buy frozen because I cannot find it fresh. Usually I only find the farmed one fresh. And also, by the way, when you buy sardines, try to buy the whole sardine, because it has a lot of important nutrients in it, and it's really tasty anyway. You're not gonna, so the bones inside they're so small and soft, you're not gonna notice them at all, but it has a lot of valuable nutrients in it, the whole kind of fish. They cut off the head, so don't worry, and the tail, so just in general. Because you can also buy just the fillets, but you're gonna miss out on a lot of the extra nutrients from the whole sardine. Another thing that I buy every once in a while are mackerels. These sardines and the mackerels are canned. Since I cannot find them fresh, this is my only option. It's not optimal, but what can you do? I usually just use a little bit of the oil that's inside, if it's extra virgin olive oil, and then I add some of my own, because I don't want to use all of it, because still it might be older, it might not be the best quality oil. And this one's, for example, just in water. When you're buying fish, only buy in canned fish, only buy it in olive oil or water, because you don't want some tomato sauce that's just filled with sugar and some extra stuff. So yeah, as I said, yeah, wild salmon. And then there are some small extras that I really like. So when I want a snack or something like that, something that's great to have at home is coconut flakes, for example. I really love to make a fast snack with some coconut flakes and some cacao. and a little bit of butter, a little bit of coconut oil, and some xylitol. That's so delicious. It's amazing. It's very high calorie, but it's really, really delicious and amazing. You should try that out. So yeah, as I said, something great to have at home. Coconut flakes, for example, coconut flour if you want to do some baking, if you want to recreate some of the things that you're used to, like pancakes or something like this, try to recreate them in coconut flour. And as a sweetener, add some xylitol. Xylitol, if you buy xylitol, buy the one from Finland. That's from trees actually, because the Chinese one is from mice, and that's gonna be of lower quality. And I tried the Chinese one, and I didn't feel as great, so maybe there's something to that. Yeah, as I said, coconut milk is always great to have at home. For cauliflower, broccoli, if you want to make some nice purees, it's really worth it. Have salt at home. Always have some sea salt or pink Himalayan salt at home. I actually even add that to my drinks a little bit every once in a while, so to my water or something when I'm drinking, because when you're in a low fat and a low carb, high fat diet, you lose a lot of water, and with the water, you also lose a lot of salts, because the water is stored with some salts. So you need to replenish yourself constantly with a little bit of salt in your food. So add salt your foods as much as you want. Don't worry about that. I also have some cacao. I usually prefer to buy it organic. In this case, I didn't find it. So just pure cacao powder without added sugars. Can make some delicious sweets with that. So yeah, that's the stuff that I eat, that I have at home right now. I eat a lot of other stuff like kale and other vegetables, or for example, if you want to buy some grass-fed meat, buy grass-fed lamb or beef. You can eat, if you want, every once in a while, you can eat some organic pig as well. Some people really like to eat bacon. The problem is bacon has a lot of additives usually, and it's hard to find really high quality organic bacon. If you can find organic bacon, that's better. I'm not gonna tell you not to eat your bacon. But yeah, otherwise I would stay away from processed meats and generally processed food. So yeah, that's about it.